Well, it's a gigantic topic this week, and we're going to ask some big questions. But when you ask big questions, we are available for big answers. And I guess I'll just start with the largest question that I can think of on this topic, and that is, do you believe in perfect health? Are you in perfect health? Do you have any issues, anomalies, disruptions, disturbance, mild, medium, or otherwise? So, this idea of perfect healing, just cruising around in a body that feels absolutely untethered, unadulterated, lively, frisky, fun loving, like what it felt like when we were little kids running around. And is that an absurd notion that we should enjoy perfect health through our entire lives? Do we humans actually demonstrate anything like that? Well, all appearances say that we seem to not do that. And yet, what's the one thing so many of us really truly seek? And what's the one thing that really gets our attention? It seems like many of the mystics and saints, avatars and holy ones, one of the ways that they really got people's attention back in the day is that they would heal people. And more big questions. Do you believe that they really did that? Were the blind given sight? Were the halt given locomotion? Were the deaf given hearing? Were the lame given words? And how are the avatars, saints, sages, and mystics able to do this? These are large questions. Do you want healing? Is there something going on with you that you would like to be relieved from? And why is it that perfect health carries such allure for us? Maybe it's because we'd like to feel good inside of our body. Maybe it's because we'd like to feel God inside of our body. And this idea that God is in any way hindered or occluded or obstructed or pestered by ill health is amusing. I think if we were all to honestly ask ourselves, is God healthy? Is infinite higher organizing living presence of the universe in any way obstructed or hindered or injured by ill health? My answer would be certainly not. Then why are we? Why are we suffering? And why do we know people that are suffering so much? And frankly, what can we do about it? What can we do about it? Well, one of the interesting things that one of the greatest healers of all time, at least on record, Jesus did when he cruised around and did his healings. Healings were almost offhand for him. It wasn't the big part of his ministry. It was kind of like, oh, by the way, I'll heal you. But he would always ask his potential patients, do you want to be healed? He would always precede them with that question, because I think it's an incredibly important question, because if we don't want to be healed, we can't be healed. In the recovery movement, there are people that would love to be healed, but oftentimes they won't cooperate, or it's almost as if they want to be healed, but they don't. So the question we're starting the week with is, do you want to be healed? And do you think it's possible? And are you willing to go through any lengths in order to seek it for yourself, for whatever it is that needs to be healed? And are you willing to ask at depth? And do you believe that you deserve perfect, vital, lively, wonderful, good health inside of your body? Now, in my yoga class on Saturday, we did a meditation. We spoke of the 5 bodies that the yogis say that we have: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and bliss bodies. So we have these bodies. Our bliss body, our infinite body, is perfectly healthy. The question is, to what degree is that body translating into these other bodies that we have? So this whole week is an exploration, what we can do what we can pray, what we can think, what we can imagine, and what we're willing to consider regarding our own health and how much health is right for you. Is it appropriate that you are vitally, perfectly, and gloriously healthy? Or is it actually God's will that we're to some degree broken down, constrained, limited, or hurting? Big questions, kids. The week begins with big questions, but if you ask them, the answers are on the way, and we will explore this week. I wish and pray for each one of you improved, better, glorious, vital health. See you tomorrow.